To help get you started with the SMAX Trial, this video will show you how to log in, load sample data, and give a tour of the SMAX interface and features. Note that this is not a how-to demo. SMAX is a very full, feature-rich solution. We will instead focus on giving you the highlights of what is where within the product, so you can go and experience this during your 15-day trial period. To start, you will have received an email with your tenant login ID. Simply click on the link and log in. Then select Deploy Sample Data. This will automatically start loading the sample data for you to use with your SMAX trial and will notify you when it is complete with an email. You can see the sample data is loaded and we are now in My Dashboards. This is the starting point for a service desk agent. The dashboard is configurable so an agent can tailor the look and feel to suit their needs, from the many widgets to use, the order of widgets and so on. From here, an agent can access all of the typical day-to-day tasks and workflows, for example, identifying incidents by priority, problems by priority, and more. You will always see where you are within the user interface in this top blue line. It's now showing My Dashboard, with a submenu saying Dashboard, Tasks and Approvals. If we look at the tasks, it will show the tasks the logged-in agent is responsible for. In this case, it's only completed tasks. Approvals is very similar to tasks, but with a specific purpose, for example, request approval. I'll click on Dashboard again to take us back to My Dashboard, where I have a set of other menu items that alongside these charts you can directly pull from the menus within SMAX. Simply click on this menu item or anywhere on the line here. I could also click on My Dashboard and this will open up a menu showing Plan, Build, Run, Administration. Let's take a look at that first. Here we have a series of important menu items that provide you quick access to go back, for example, to the dashboard or to the service portal where we were when we first logged in, or reports from wherever you are. Back to the main part of this page, you can see it's divided into two core sections. One is Plan, Build, Run. This gives you access to the day-to-day operations, and the other is Administration. First, we will look at Plan. Planning helps you with defining the strategy within the service lifecycle. Some of the critical elements are first listed in the menu here. Service Portfolio and Service Catalogue are about defining, maintaining, configuring the service portfolio and the service catalogue. And then there are supporting features like Time Period Management, which allows you to define time periods that can be applied to other areas within SMAX, such as setting a time period for an outage. And then Service Level Management allows you to define service levels for incident and request management, for example, time to close an incident. You then have Contract and Vendor Management. Idea and Proposal allow users to manage ideas and proposals submitted from the business and users via the service portal. The Application Portfolio is about managing applications as opposed to services. Project and Program Management allows you to manage projects and programs throughout their life cycle. Build is for tasks that are performed less frequently, such as change management. For example, changing the IP address of a server, changing the ID of an employee. And includes capabilities such as release management, which is executed here. This is for releasing business applications and services. Knowledge management is also managed here and is for creating, maintaining and managing the knowledge management database to provide answers to recurring known issues, such as how to reset a lost password. Here you will find Configuration Management and Service Asset Management, where you can manage assets and configuration items. And this is Surveys, which is a great way to get a snapshot of how users feel about your support. For example, every time you solve an incident or close a service request, you can send a survey to a user, which once completed can be analysed using machine learning and analytics. Now we're at Run, where, similar to the top dashboard on these charts, where an operator can drill down into standard service desk tasks such as open a service request, for example requesting a new notebook, and open incidents, which is used when something is preventing the user from doing a job, for example no access to an SAP database. Problem management here is about proactively avoiding incidents in the future by detecting patterns in the series of incidents, finding their root cause and then solving the problem. On-call schedule is for managing schedules of agents. Software asset management is a specific case of asset management, and financial is for managing the financials of services, for example, software licenses and compliance. Administration is concerned with configuring and administering the SMAX solution. Something to note is that we are logged in as a tenant admin here, so we have all of the access rights. However, an incident manager, for example, will not have access to all of these functions, such as the codeless configuration, also known as Studio, where you can define process-based workflows and tasks without any coding. You can manage lists like this one here on the right, for example, menu items and service portal settings, such as the colour and content of the tiles. You can also manage the configuration for applications, virtual agent and smart analytics here. Here you can see hot topic analytics, where you can, for example, define stop words that should not count in the analysis, such as in, not, all. And here you'll find the settings for the virtual agent. Routing is concerned with routing and assigning incidents and service requests once they come in. Then here we have master data, that is, data being used across service management functions, where you can create and maintain people, locations and category data. As you see, when you click on one of the items from that menu, you'll see again this title menu where we are in people, and then this context-sensitive menu. Then, as opposed to what we saw earlier, you have other items here like group roles, entitlement and encryptions. Back to administration and people locations category. The third pillar here is utilities with integration packages and sample data. Now, we uploaded sample data at the beginning of the trial. You can also do this if you are in the implementation stage and you need data in order to configure and set up your SMAX system. Here we have packages, the result of the codeless configuration process-based workflows from Studio. Once you have defined or changed an existing or new workflow, it can be downloaded and made available as a package for new installations to share with the community like Micro Focus Marketplace. Here under Utilities is where you would manage SMAX integrations with other products. And that was an overview of what's where within the two main SMAX menus, covering Plan, Build, Run and Administration. I'll click on Dashboard again to get back where we started. Now we're going to quickly show you a snapshot of a common task, Incident Management. Here is a chart that shows incidents by priority. There are other charts, of course. What we're seeing now is what comes with the sample data out of the box. Two things to note. Firstly, all these widgets here are actionable, including these support requests or request articles by phase. When you hover above, you can see information related to that incident. If you click on it, it takes you into incident management details where you could take action on the incident. Let's take a closer look at this. You can see the core elements here. 2/3 of the screen are taken up by a list or a table of all incidents that in this case have the status critical. And if you click on one of them, you'll see some details of the incident. For example, this one shows it's in progress. This blue box shows you what the next phase would be, i.e. review. It's now an escalation phase. You can edit the incident with whatever necessary information for solving or reviewing it in the next stage, and then you can take it to the next phase. You can close this window by clicking here. There are multiple ways to get into this incident management section of SMAX, and once in, you can easily change what you see, for example, reset the priority filter. Here we see 4 incidents in my sample dataset. You also see that there is a different phase ID, like Classify, Initial, Support and Review. Now let's go back to the main dashboard where we will log out to end up where we started. We hope this overview demo will help you have a full and rich experience with your SMAX trial. Keep an eye out for emails that you'll receive over the 15 days with links to more information, forums, tips and tricks.